the first change comes in the bases. It was A1, okay, and now it is A2. So, this A2 is replaced by x2. So, this becomes x2 now. Okay. As soon as A2 is replaced by x2, A2 has done its job and it is now replaced. So, even in the table we can replace A2. Okay. So, first of all what we do is the highlighted or the special row is divided by the leading element. However, here this is a special row and the leading element is 7. So, it will be divided by 7 throughout. So, this number is 7, 7 divided by 7. So, what we have is we are doing it for the second row. So, 7 divided by 7 is 1, 1 divided by 7 is 1 by 7, 7 divided by 7 is of course 1, then 0 divided by 7 is 0, minus 1 divided by 7 is minus 1 by 7, then 0 by 7, 1 by 7, but we are not bothered about A2. So, that is all. Okay. Once we get this, the special column, the highlighted column, all zeros wherever there is a space, it was x2 column. So, in x2 column zeros everywhere. This time we have actually 2 rows for objective function. So, here also we do not have only one row, we have 2 rows. Okay. So, we are putting x2 column zeros everywhere where there is a space. So, as usual as we do in the simplex method, this highlighted row and highlighted column or special row or special column are already filled in. Now, let us go to other rows. This is our first row. So, as we did in begin just few minutes before, we will just do that process. So, this is original elements 4 2. So, 4 2 we do not write this because it is a selected column. So, 4 2 minus 1 0 1 0 minus 1 0 1, but 0 is in A2 column which is not there, minus everywhere. Okay. What is the special element which we did not write? 1 is the special element which we did not write, and then leading element is 7. So, it is 1 by 7 everywhere, and then corresponding elements of the selected row. For number 4 it is 7, for number 2 it is 1. So, it is in fact 7 1 0 minus 1, 7 1 0 minus 1 and 0. If you calculate them out, what shall we have? 4 minus 1 is 3, this is 2 minus 1 by 7. So, 7 into 2 14 minus 1. So, it is 13 by 7, this is 0 anyway. So, minus 1, this is 1 by 7 and this is 1. So, the new entries are in the first row 3, 13 by 7, then 1, 1 by 7 and 1. So, we can see that our first 2 rows are done, but then these 2 crucial rows are yet to be taken care of. So, this row we start with the original numbers were. So, it is basically what we already did in simplex and big M, but then anyway it is a part of the story. So, let us proceed with that. So, minus 3 minus 8 1 1 0 0, again minus 8 cannot be considered because it is in a special column. So, minus 3 1 1 0 0, they are the all elements. So, minus 3 1 1 0 0. Okay. The element which we did not write is minus 8 and we should write it now. So, minus 8 divided by the leading element. Okay. The leading element is 7. So, minus 8 by 7. So, in fact, minus 8 by 7 we can do one thing, make plus 8 by 7. Multiplied by the corresponding elements. Minus 3's corresponding element, minus 3's corresponding element is 1, this is not there in the picture, and then 0 minus 1 0. So, 1 0 minus 1 0, 1 0 minus 1 0, 1 0 minus 1 0 and 1 finally. What that will be? Okay, this is 7 here. So, minus 21 plus 8, okay, that is minus 13 by 7, then this is 1, this is 7 minus 8. So, minus 1 by 7, okay, 0 and it is 8 by 7. So, the numbers are minus 13 by 7, 1 minus 1 by 7, okay, 0, okay. Let us just check it again. It is minus 3, 1 1 0 0, 5 values. So, 1 2 3 4. Okay. Actually, we did not write A2, right. So, we do not have to worry about this 0. So, last row we do not have to bother about. So, that is it. So, it is minus 13 by 7, 1, minus 1 by 7 and 0. And finally, the last row, that is 1 and 4 zeros. Hopefully, it will be very easy, 1 and 4 zeros. So, 1 and 1 2 3 4 zeros, minus as always. Okay. What is the element we did not write? Even that is 1, very simple, divided by 7. So, minus 1 by 7 okay, multiplied by the corresponding elements. For 1 it is minus 3 and then it is 1 1 0 0. For 1 it is minus 3, okay. So, for 1 it is minus 3, for this 0 it is 1, oh, it is okay. For 1 this is 1, for 0 it is 0, for 0 it is minus 1, 0 and 1. So, if we take it, it is 1 minus minus, so plus. So, anyway it is 1 plus, so 7 plus 3, 10 by 7, pair of zeros, 1 by 7, 0, not required, okay. So, what is that? The first number is 10 by 7, then 0, and then 1 by 7 and then 0. Okay. We can see here that we had two objective functions. This is a newly generated objective function and this is the original one. In fact, we normally see that whenever the last row becomes non-negative, we are done. Here the last row is always, I mean, already behaving very well, there is no negative number here. So, the original problem is very good, but this new problem, which we often say auxiliary problem, this auxiliary problem is having a bad value. Okay. So, here also we can say that the auxiliary problem has bad, I mean negative values, which are forcing us to go to the next table. Otherwise, see the original function is very well, again there is no negative entry, but then we can see that for the time being we are doing phase 1 and in phase 1 we have to consider this auxiliary problem. So, we can say that there are two negative entries, minus 1 by 7 and minus 13 by 7. Of these two, minus 13 by 7 is more negative. So, we have to select that column first. Okay. Once we select this, we go for the ratios as we normally do. Okay. So, if we continue with this 3 divided by 13 by 7. So, it is 21 by 13. Then 1 divided by 1 by 7 is 7, 21 by 13 is not even 2, it is 1 point something. Okay. So, we select the smallest positive value, this is 1 point something and this is 7. So, naturally 1 point something is the smallest positive value. Okay. So, this is selected. So, the leading element is a little awkward number for the first time, it is a fractional number 13 by 7. So, this is our table 2, we are done with table 2, but then not a good news, because there was a negative number in the auxiliary value and we have to go to table 3 as well. So, we are still passing through phase 1 and our table number 3 comes now. So, we are reduced with some labor because artificial variables are not bothering us, but still we have to deal with some more values. So, our basis will be changed now. What it becomes now? We have A1, A1 is replaced by x1 now. So, it becomes x1 and x2, and as we know, as soon as artificial variable leaves basis, okay, we will not be accompanying them. So, artificial variable A1 will leave. What remains here? Xb and then x1, x2, x3 and x4. This A1 has no place in our table now, its role is over. Okay. Let us see what do we have. Here we can see that the first process is to do dividing the special row by the leading element. So, all the elements here will be divided by the leading element or key element 13 by 7. What do we have here? If 3 is divided by 13 by 7, we get 21 by 13, okay. And if 1 is divided by this, we get oh, 1 does not come here, actually we do it row wise. So, 3 divided by 13 by 7 giving this 13 by 7 divided by 13 by 7, only 1, 0 divided by this 0, 1 divided by 13 by 7, 7 by 13, 1 by 7 divided by 13 by 7, 1 by 13. Okay. Highlighted column, x1 column actually. So, 0 everywhere. Okay. So, this is done, highlighted row is available, highlighted column is available. How much is left? This row and the other 2 rows of the last part. We go to this value, what will be this value? But then let us do one thing, for a change let us go to these rows first, because these rows are crucial. If you are getting positive number, will be really good for us. So, we go to this row first. If you look at the table, this row was we do not care for minus 13 by 7, but then it was 0, 1 and minus 1 by 7. So, we have 0, 1 and minus 1 by 7, of course, minus everywhere. What is the element we did not write? We did not write minus 13 by 7, okay, and divided by the leading element, what is that? 13 by 7. So, here also minus 13, but anyway minus 13 by 7 divided by 13 by 7 is minus 1. Okay. So, we have simply write down minus 1 everywhere, and this also is minus 1. What are the corresponding elements? With this 0, the corresponding element is 0. You must be knowing corresponding elements come from a selected row. So, corresponding elements are 0, 1 and 1 by 7. 0, 1 and 1 by 7. If you calculate this 0 and 0, so 0, 1 minus minus 1, 2, and this is also minus minus plus. So, minus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 7, 0. So, that is 0, 2, 0. Okay. Next, the last row 10 by 7 row will be 0, 0 and 1 by 7. So, it is a little lengthier job, and we have 0, 0 and 1 by 7. So, 0, 0 and 1 by 7 minus everywhere. The element which we did not write is 10 by 7 this time, divided by the leading element, that is 13 by 7, and 10 by 7 divided by 13 by 7 is 10 by 13. Multiplied by the corresponding numbers, and the corresponding numbers are 0, 1 and 1 by 7. And so, they are 0. Okay. The second is first of all, actually we are taking this 0, 0 and 1 by 7 So, 0, 0 and 1 by 7 minus everywhere. Okay, corresponding elements are this, right, for 0. So, 0, 1 and 1 by 7. Okay. So, this is minus 10 by 13, and if LCM is 91, this is 13 minus 10. So, 3 by 91. Okay. So, the elements are 0 minus 10 by 13 and 3 by 91. Okay. So, a good news is that our new auxiliary problem is resolved. We have got all positive numbers here. So, once this is done, we say phase 1 is over. So, our phase 1 gets over. As soon as phase 1 gets over, we just remove this auxiliary part and we continue with the same table, keeping in mind the last row. So, the original problem comes into picture now. So, the second phase is again a similar story, and if we solve the second phase, we will get the final answer. Of course, at the end this part will give us the solution region, as it always does. So, that is the end of the story, and we can get the solution region here. So, this is what it is. Actually, we tried to cover both the methods